Hey guys, so if you are familiar with vendor events or if you are interested in starting to look to do vendor events for your business, I just thought I would show you or kind of give you an idea I had for doing my pink zebra. I want to warm up the space a little bit. So I'm going to be doing, when I do vendor events, I try to treat them like it's my little pop-up, which I mean it is, but it's my little storefront. And I want people to come in. I want them, have everything displayed nicely. I want to have signs so people understand what different things are. Like for my, I do take this little collapsible shelf system and I have like my multi-purpose sprays and cleaners and my hand soaps and my dish soaps, and I have little signs that I put on there just so people that are first coming to my booth, if they've never heard of Pink Zebra, they can see, oh, these are dish soaps, these are diffuser oils, here's a sign that says non-toxic, just because you want them to come to your store and kind of get a good feeling about it that welcomes them in. And I have quite a few set up for this coming holiday season, fall, and then Christmas, winter. And I wanted to kind of warm up my booth. So I went to the Dollar Tree. You don't have to spend a ton to make your booth inviting. So I just wanted to share what I got at the Dollar Tree, and maybe it might give you some inspiration if you're going to be doing some vendor events this season. So first off, I found just these little garlands, and they did have some that were kind of different, a little bit different variation of colored leaves too. Everything I'm showing you was either $1.25 or $1.50. I know that Dollar Tree can go up to like $5, maybe even $10 in some things, I'm not sure, but these were all like $1.25 or $1.50. So I got this just garland that I can just kind of spread through my table. I got a few of those. And then I also, let me find my other, I also got some pumpkins. So I had to search because they had some pumpkins that had like flowers and stuff glued to the top, and I just wanted simple pumpkins. So I did have to search a little bit, but I found just some different pumpkins. They had some like gourds too. This one's just a white one with some speckles. But I just got some of those too. And I already have some from just decorations that I've had in the past, so I didn't need a whole lot, but I thought I'd grab a few more and then go through my fall decorations that I haven't decorated with. And then I got to thinking that I want to be able to offer like little bundles, and maybe, maybe just have like one bundle on display of a couple things. And then, if somebody's interested in it, you can say, okay, here, here's your bucket. Let's build you a bundle. Now my thought is this one would fit like a simmering light. And it's just a little round one. At my Dollar Tree, they had the orange, so I thought this is a really pretty color for fall, and I thought, it just looks like a little basket, like a little wood basket. And so I thought, well, I might put some, maybe fall fragrances in one, or, because I do have fall simmering lights. So, kind of display that here's a fall simmering light. They also had this, I guess this one's red. Well, it's kind of a dark orange. Dark orange, red, I don't know. Now I can't tell. I was thinking it was red in the store, but it might be dark orange. I don't know. But anyway, here's an orange one. And then they also had this green color, kind of a sage green. So I bought a few of those. I also thought that I would market them, like the one I do make for display, market it and say, to my local customers and say, or, you know, people I have on my social media, say, hey, I have these if anybody wants to grab this. Great for gifts. So I have this one that's a little bit bigger that you can put a simmering light or a simmer pot in. And then I also got this size, and it's more narrow, but I thought this would be great if you wanted to put, like a bunch of wax melts in it, or if you wanted to do like a multi-purpose spray and a dish soap and a hand soap, kind of make a little kitchen bundle. Because I have that on my social media, that, you know, I have a little kitchen bundle that you can get, that has like the cleaner, the dish soap, the hand soap, and a bag of sprinkles, I think is what's in there, and plus the paisley sponge. So you could make up one of those and just have it displayed, and then show people that, you know, here's these products, but we can make, you know, mix and match whatever fragrances you want to do and have a little bucket. Again, it's only $1.25. So, you know, yeah, I did get like stuff to wrap it in and things, but it's not going to be much over that. And it looks nicer than, you know, I mean, of course we have our products that people can buy, but if you have it already kind of boxed up and they can see, oh, it's just ready to go. Especially if they're not real familiar with us, they're not going to know what any of the scents smell like anyway. Oh, this is a lemon bundle. This is a, you know, this would be perfect for a kitchen, and you can market it like for teacher gifts and, you know, coworker gifts and things. Just a nice little bundle ready to go. So I have those. And then I also got at the Dollar Tree, for $1.25, you can get 2 basket bags. And there were 2 different kinds, this one, and then there's one, and I don't know if I got any of those. I think I did. There was this one that had a shrink wrap and a pull bow. So it's just like one bag, and then it has like just this little, like, it looks like a clear, or maybe just like a white bow. But I got a couple of those too. So if I wanted to have one already ready, you could shrink wrap it. People could really see what's inside, and, you know, they'd be good to go. These, you just gather them at the top. You know, they don't shrink wrap, but you can make a little bundle right there, throw a bow on, and there's their little gift basket for a gift that they're looking for the holiday season. And then I also got, they also at the Dollar Tree have the decorative shreds. So this one is very fall, orange, red, and brown. I did get some red. This looks more like Easter grass, but I figured if I combine the two, it would be more Christmas colors. They didn't have any, like, just, you know, like Christmas mix. So we just went with that. I think that's the different ones I got. But they had a whole bunch of different colors. Even if you don't want to do like specific autumn, specific. And if you don't know about this stuff, when you start pulling it out of the bag, a little goes a long way. So you don't have to buy a ton to fill a bunch of baskets. But anyway, I just thought I would show those. So I do have those, like I said, with the little garlands. I can just kind of drape those around my things. I do have like some just little scarecrows that I had gotten that I decorated with my wedding 22 years ago, almost exactly 22 years ago. So I have these little, they were like Hobby Lobby scarecrows on a stand. I think they're only about a foot, maybe, 1.5 feet. And they're on a little stand. I thought I'd throw those, a couple of those around, with a couple of pumpkins around. And then I did get this at Walmart, a little hay bale. And this one, it's a 13-inch hay bale. I don't remember how much this was, but I'm just gonna leave the wrapping on because otherwise it's gonna be a mess all over. But with the wrapping, it's very sturdy. And I mean, you know, you can display whatever you want to display on there. You know, even if you put like your hand soap and dish soap, so if it got knocked over, it didn't, you know, hurt anything. But just to have, I bought a couple of these just to give it kind of a fall feeling, because most of the events that I've signed up for are the very end of September, October, the very beginning of November. I'll probably have like another one in November. And still, all of the autumn stuff works because you're clear up until Thanksgiving that all the autumn stuff works. So I just thought I'd share, if anybody is looking to do a little bit of a vendor event, has something coming up, go dig through. You know, like I said, these are just from the dollar store. So I knew I have fall decorations that I probably could have pieced together some more, but some of those I don't want to get broken, or, you know, they might have sentimental value to me. So $1.25 at the dollar store, and you can whip up a nice little display. It makes it more inviting, because if you had an actual storefront, you'd want to put up some decorations and, you know, and make it a little cozier for people to come in. So I just thought I'd share. That's what I'm going to be doing this holiday season. I hope you guys all have a great autumn and fall holiday season. See you later.